The biggest fear that is sitting in my head right now, the fact that this is the first show of its kind and it can either go really well or really shitty. And if the show is fucked up, then I'm fucked up. If the show goes wrong, I go down with it. We were in an interview for a magazine, and I said straight up, I was like, I'm kind of tired of getting asked these questions. It's like, why are we talking about what I've done? Like, why can't we talk about what I'm fixing to do? Because I'm fixing to blow the fucking roof off of everybody by doing the first show like this. And I'm not trying to say that to be like cocky by any means. It's just that no one's done this before, and I'm taking pride in that. Like, this is my thing. It's probably gonna grow even more from here. Like, I don't want to be in Corpus forever, but while I'm here, it's like, let's make it known that he did it first. How do I feel knowing that my show is in 4 days? It's like a train, you know? But also someone who's scared of riding on trains. You know, it's going really fast, you probably think it's gonna crash, but you know, you don't know until it's done. The biggest fear that is sitting in my head right now, the fact that this is the first show of its kind and it can either go really well or really shitty. Honestly, I think that's what it is. Like, that I want to do a good job and that my name is slapped on everything that has the NICOCOLLECTIVE's runway show on it. And if the show is fucked up, then I'm fucked up. If the show goes wrong, I go down with it, because it's, you know, we have the team behind it, we have everybody who's contributing to every single attribute that isn't physical pieces itself. But no matter who's hired to work with us, no matter who's doing the sound and lighting, no matter who's doing all the business work behind the scenes, it's still Nico on top of that. Like, I don't have control on anything that I do outside of the fashion and the sewing. But no matter what, it's still me. That's why I'm trying to make this the best that I can, so I can look the best that I can. People are gonna hate it, people are gonna love it, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's gonna go really, really good, really bad, and that's what scares me. I've never seen them side by side. You know, I ran into someone once, and super like blessed to say that she had these amazing gifts. And as soon as she told me, you know, about her gifts, she said, Nick, I walked in the room knowing what you prayed for. And I'm gonna tell you that everything that you prayed for is gonna come true. And I think this is, I've never seen these two side by side, and I think this is validation that everything that I have prayed for is fixing to walk the runway in 4 days. People work for this their whole lives. And I've worked for this since I was a teen. Like, I feel like I had to stop growing up, but like, as the brand grew up, so did I. So I guess like, I need to tell 17-year-old me, it's okay to be different. You'll live to see the next show. You know, like, what you're doing is gonna be okay. And it's that I've always said that I wanted people coming together for my work, and I've always wanted people coming together to see something new and to see something that they've never seen before. And I think 17-year-old me was struggling to speak up and to have people listen, versus 20-year-old me now can have people, 20-year-old me has people who don't want to stop listening. You're growing through every seam, I guess, every stitch. I want people to see the growth, I guess. I remember being this little, I think I was like 5 or 6. And I always tell people that like, I don't know where I started designing, but I remember being little. And I remember drawing dresses. And I remember, you know, there were always like little short mini dresses. They were always pink too. I had an affinity with pink when I was little. And you know, people would tell me like, dresses aren't for boys. You can't be drawing dresses. Those are not for boys. Like, why can't you go draw some trucks or something like that? So I stopped drawing dresses whenever I was very young. You know, I had it, you know, in my head like, dresses aren't for boys. This is not what boys are supposed to be doing. Whenever I was in high school, I was still told that dresses weren't for boys. Now I'm older and boys are contacting me to buy dresses for their wives. So it's kind of a little circle. But I think, I look at him and I think of my little brother. I have a little brother who's actually around this age. I think it was like 5 or 6 right here. And he's gonna be 6 years old. And I don't know, just someone for something, I want to be someone for someone to look up to like that. Like, I want my little brother to have someone big to look up to, and I feel like that's what that little boy would kind of see. Probably make me start off even younger. Can you imagine, like, being like 10 years old and a fucking fashion designer? I'd be unstoppable. We waited 6 more years, you know, we did it at 16, but I think I'm wearing a superhero shirt, but I think I would have been my own superhero. Not gonna lie. I think what I want people to experience from the show is the fact that there are people like me in an area where there isn't much, and that you can do whatever you want with whatever you have, and in the sense of, you know, if you want to be an artist, you can do whatever you want if you make it you make it work, basically, you know, ignore adversity at all costs. And I also want people to kind of, you know, walk away and go home with some images of dresses to dream about. You know, just kind of, how can you be a Nico woman on your own, even if it's not Nico itself? How can you feel feminine and feel artistic without having to, you know, feel as if it's impossible? I want people to walk away and be able to dream a little bit more. And I think it should be a magical evening. If people don't come, that's great. There'll still be a runway. If people come to a point where it's packed, we'll make room. I'm excited.